In the fifth and final game of a week-long road trip for South Carolina, the Gamecocks picked up a 4-3 win over the Citadel on Tuesday night here in Charleston. And let's start with the offense first. The offense, got a few runs in the early going. Ethan Petrie had a big RBI triple into the gap, and then Dalton Reeves followed that with an RBI single to the left to drive him in. And from there, South Carolina goes up quickly, and you're thinking, okay, they're gonna, maybe score some runs here, maybe run away with this thing. That did not happen to be the case. After that, Kennedy Jones had a sac fly in the third inning, but outside of that, that was really it for South Carolina's offense for most of the night. And that was until Will Tippett hit a big solo home run in the late going to really give South Carolina a jolt. But for the most part, this game really came down to the pitching. And it's a nice role reversal after the weekend in which South Carolina's offense was really good and then the bullpen wasn't as good. But tonight, it was roles reversed, like I said, and the bullpen looked really sharp. Tyler Pitzer got the start on the mound, only lasted 2 1/3, gave up 2 runs, and didn't throw a ton of pitches. And that's not really a big surprise considering he had pitched over the weekend, and I wasn't expecting him to give a ton of length tonight, but he pitched fine for the most part. But let's get to the bullpen, because that's really where the action was tonight. You get a lot of freshmen throwing tonight besides Pitzer. Jake McCoy and Parker Marlott each tossed an inning and a third and don't give up a run. And then Connor McCreary comes in, pitches 2 innings. He looked sharp. He did give up a run on a wild pitch, but he managed to keep the lead intact at that point because it was 4-3 after the Tippett home run. And then the closer for this team, Garrett Gainey, who has been struggling a little bit lately, but came in a big spot in the 8th inning, put a runner on base, worked around it. Then you get to the 9th, and that's where things looked a little dicey. He gives up a leadoff double off the wall to Sawyer Reeves, who happens to be Dalton Reeves' brother. And right away, Citadel's in striking distance. Runner on second, nobody out. Gainey comes back, settles down, gets 2 outs. Runner advances to third. And then with 1 out to go, he gets a strikeout to end the game. And South Carolina, by the skin of their teeth, holds on. And look, it's not the prettiest win. It's not always going to be. And that's just the way baseball is sometimes. But nevertheless, South Carolina will finish this road trip 4-1 and come back home for a huge weekend series against number 2 Arkansas this weekend. That series will start Friday night at 7 p.m. at Founders Park. Going to be a good one. Going to be a busy weekend for South Carolina athletics with the spring football game going on. But you can bet that I will be at all 3 games this weekend at Founders Park. It's going to be a good one. For GamecockCentral.com, reporting live from Charleston, South Carolina, I'm Jack Veltri.